Listener, if you're watching on YouTube right now, you'll see that I'm at the Comedy Condo at the Comedy Works in Denver. One of my favorite clubs in the country. What a gift. What a gift this career is. I'm staying at this cool little condo all by myself. Hello, Bottom. Hello, Bottom. This week, huge guest. I met her in Austin at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival. Monet Exchange. I mean, just a phenomenal conversation, both raunchy and like very fulfilling for your soul. We talk about the longest blowjob she's ever given, f***ing straight men in drag, not the straight men, she's in drag, and how liberating drag was for her gender euphoria and her gender journey. Obviously, you know her. She's got a huge podcast. You should go check it out. And, from RuPaul's Drag Race. But honestly, Monet Exchange is just one of the funniest people I've ever spoken with. I mean, she is on fire. She was on fire at Moon Tower, and that show is in our Patreon, actually. If you go to patreon.com/WHGS, you can watch it. Her and Maddie, I mean, it's fire. It's just nonstop laughs. So, yeah. And then I've got DC, Philly, a bunch of shows in the South, Atlanta. A lot of these are sold out. Atlanta, oh my God, Minneapolis, Toronto, Detroit coming up, Kansas City, and then Boston and Portland to round out the new year. Oh, Salt Lake City. Yeah, huge shows, massive venues. I mean, it's such a gift. Like, thank you guys so much. You really have changed my life. And, thanks for sticking by me through so many things, through my breakup, through, getting back together, which my hair looks really bad. Listener, I hope, I can't return it to you in the same way. But if you're going through something right now, big life change, good or bad, I know it can be very destabilizing, So I hope this podcast feels like a little slice of continuity in your life, like something you can come back to, comfort, continuity. It's early, man. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good week. Bottom Nation, when I need to rest my bottom, there's only one place I want to do it, and that is on my Helix mattress. And don't just take the word of this top. The tops of the sleep biz love Helix too. It's been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. I absolutely love my Helix mattress. I've been sleeping on it for about 3 years now. I will never go back, bottoms. I will never go back to another brand. And right now, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Listener, I love my kitties, and that's why I absolutely adore Smalls. This episode is brought to you by Smalls. They are making the best cat food in the biz, okay? My cat absolutely loves it. They are just frothing at the mouth for the cat food. And my cats are throwing up less, coughing less. I have a cat with a sensitive tummy. He absolutely loves Smalls. I'm never going back. Don't just take my word for it. After making the switch to Smalls, 78% of cat owners reported their cats had shinier and softer fur, and 90% reported overall health improvements. I'm in that category, listener. That is a big deal. Give your cat the gift of great cat food this holiday season. Head to smalls.com/gay and use promo code GAY at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my code GAY for 50% off your first order. One last time, that's promo code GAY for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. Get them Smalls, listener.
I gave a blowjob that goes down in history as one of the longest blowjobs I've ever given. This is not exaggeration. I was sucking his dick for 1 hour and 20 minutes long. Okay. I wasn't taking breaks because I was like, I didn't want to think I was a quitter or I wasn't like devoted to him. So I'm like on my knees. My fucking knees get tired. So I go side saddle to give my knees a break so the blood can get back to my knees, and my fucking thigh fell asleep. So I'm back on my knees. Then I just started slapping his dick on my forehead. I'm like, let me try to do some new shit. Okay. Nothing.
I'm just so glad that you're here because that live pod.
Oh my God, that live pod was
so fun. It was
maybe
so fun.
my favorite live pod of all time. And I hate live pods.
It was so fun.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
It was fun.
I just, Yeah, it was really, really fun, and you were phenomenal on it, and you were so funny. And do you do stand up?
Yeah, I do stand up. Yeah.
I loved your hour at Moon Tower.
Thank you. In the year, but this past year, I wrote a one-woman show, so I'm doing that now for the next year, which is honestly a lot of fun. Which it is basically just stand up and like some really sentimental. Have you seen Rothaniel by Jared Carmichael?
Oh my God, love it.
Yeah, it's in that vein. So I stand up with like some little vulnerable moments and stuff. It's actually really fun. So I'm doing that for the next year and a half.
So you're touring that?
Yeah, I'm touring that in April, May of 24. But I did it in Edinburgh. Have you all been to that Fringe Festival? I did that this year. I will say this. I loved doing the Fringe Festival. The city of Edinburgh was fucking cold at the beginning of August, and it has no right being low 50s during the day.
Monet, I think you're the first person to ever shit on British weather. I think that you are trailblazing right now, being like, have you been to Scotland? It's awful. No one has ever said that.
But the dick is good in Scotland, though. Like, the dick is good. The dick is just these big, uncut dicks everywhere.
That's why they have the kilts, so it's easy access.
Girl, it's these big, uncut dicks everywhere.
So much humidity and so much dick. You need it out in the open.
Yeah.
Staying aired out, dry, covered.
Dry.
Easy access.
But the principle is fun. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. My bad.
No. We're in the apartment. We're having gay sex. We're having a huge gay sex guest. A big get. Monet Exchange. You know who she is. You already know. You know the podcast. You know Drag Race. Now a solo show. Stand up. Really, like, I'm just really excited to have you. Like, truly. And I hate everybody. I really get excited about very little these days. So I'm going through it. You know?
No, but I'm so excited you're here too. And your audience, because we were saying I opened for you at Moon Tower, and your fans are the most fun comedy audience.
Who are they?
They were like so down for whatever. Other people who want to party, I guess. They were like awesome.
They are. There are lots of like my fan base are women between 25 and 30, 25 and 35, and gay men between the same age bracket. So we have everyone is just out. They want to fucking drink. I talk about doing drugs because drugs are fun, and like we just have a good fucking time, girl. Like it's no stress, just a good time of people wanting to have fun. It's cute, and you were so fucking funny. You're hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Maddie
you for doing
is a genius.
it.
Oh, thank
so
you.
Good.
No, thank you for having me. That show was so fun. But
Maddie is actually one of the best up and coming comedians, maybe,
thanks.
and
So
one of the best
funny.
comedians that I know. Period.
Thanks,
You're
dude.
just like the funniest.
Oh, thanks, dude.
What is this?
I don't know. This is me having trouble accepting a compliment. Thanks.
Oh man.
Also, I love the heels in the background, Monet.
Oh yeah, my
is that
heels.
what they are? They're heels.
Yeah,
Oh my
they're
God.
heels
Wow.
back
Whoa,
there.
the red one. Are those Jeffrey Campbell, the platform red ones?
Oh no, those are all
What the
like
fuck
only
just
make.
happened?
Okay, here's the thing.
No, because there are some red Jeffrey Campbell platform boots that I have been eyeing and trying to work up the confidence to wear.
Monet, Maddie is supposed to be like my little non-binary friend that keeps me from getting canceled. And this moment with the heels, I don't like it.
Because
I
it's
don't
too
like
femme
it.
for me.
It's too femme.
No, because I like
Too femme.
I like gender bending, and I'm liking going. I'm all over the map, dude. I'm all over the map on gender, but the red heels are really working for me.
Thank you. Well, I have very large feet. I know people see me on TV, they see me on their iPads and shit, so they think, oh my God, what a dainty woman. In person, you're like, this is a big bitch. And my feet are big. Like, I have a size 14, so those are all like custom shoes from onlymaker.com because I have huge feet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Custom heels? Is that very
Yeah.
expensive?
No, they range anywhere between $50 and $500. So, yeah.
dang.
So,
But not more than actually, like, that's a very, like, reasonable price range for
yeah,
heels.
they know
Like,
damn
yeah.
Louboutins. I want to get a pair of custom Louboutins, but those are like $5,000. I just cannot fathom doing that shit. Fuck that. No way.
No.
Jeez, it's like, where do you wear those also? Where are you like, I'm happy to walk on $5,000?
Yeah, no.
On a previous episode, we were talking about bedroom heels and heels for the bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking about doing that with
Oh
Jen.
my God,
I
wait,
brought,
you're
I
gonna
brought
love-
it up for her. I brought it up to her.
You're going to love, I have a story based on that.
Oh, okay, great.
I guess I can save it for my section of the pod, but I have something bedroom heels.
Wait, so actually, wait. So you want to wear heels in the bedroom with your partner?
No. Can you imagine Jen coming home? I don't know if you're getting a vibe from me, but can you imagine Jen coming home and I'm like,
and you're in
sweetie,
heels?
sweetie, come into the bedroom, sweetie. And she
I
walks
thought you're trying
in
to
and
switch
I'm
it up. You're trying to switch it up.
No, God, no. Honestly, maybe she'd be into it. Should I do
Would
that?
you be into it, do you think?
No.
Is there
no,
no
I'd be
part of
so,
you that would be turned on by being like femme and out of your element?
I'd be really... Well, let me ask you this, Monet. Do you feel like your gender changes in the bedroom? Because I feel very masculine in the bedroom.
Interesting question, but how is that different from real life for you?
How is it different from real
Sounds
life?
like it doesn't change. I was like,
I have depth. I'm actually masculine in the bedroom. No, I guess it doesn't really change from real life. But I think
so. You don't ever get like soft and pink in the bedroom. Like you don't ever like get a little soft, a little pink.
I do bottom a little bit for my girlfriend, but even that feels so vulnerable for me, and like a little bit like I don't know. I know she likes it, but I don't know. I don't understand why. You know what I mean? Maybe not.
I feel that. I like traditionally to I categorize myself as a verse bottom. I'm really verse, but in a previous relationship, like I was like strictly bottoming, and then like about halfway through, I was like, I want to top more. So we became like a more of a verse couple, even though I was still bottoming more. But I like switching it up. Sex can get so boring, especially when you're monogamous. Like you want to like switch it up and like fuck around and like bring a toy in or like put a hamster, a gerbil, whatever you need to do to make it fun.
That is not the first gerbil reference from a RuPaul's drag contestant that we've had. We had a full gerbil in the asshole conversation with Dita Ritz. Dita Ritz? Did I get that right?
Dita Ritz, yeah.
This is years ago. This is the Gara era.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's not our first gerbil. But I hear you though. I thought it was funny though that you're not married. You're like, well, it can get boring, after 3-4 months with somebody. You really got to switch it up and do some weird shit.
Wait, when you were saying, you said verse bottom, do you feel like you can be bottoming but have masculine or feminine kind of like energy to it?
No, as in like dudes are fucking me in the ass. Like but also, I also have had sex in drag because when I was a woman of the world living in New York still, like I would be, before I was on TV, I would like do my gigs and I'd be standing outside and straight DL guys fucking love drag queens because they want to hook up with them. And no, they don't want to fuck you. They want you to fuck them in full drag, which I have done many times. So I used to do that a lot. Dudes with husbands, with girlfriends, with whatever, and they walk by the club and they give you the eyes, whatever. And either they live close by or you bring them back to your place, and they want you to fuck the shit out of them.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yes.
that's fun.
Straight women at home, are you hearing this? Peg your man.
Girl. Yes.
That is what.
No, that's like a huge fantasy I have is like femme. Okay, I don't know the words but that rocks.
It is hot. It
You know
is hot.
what it feels like, and it feels awesome, man.
But it's also like when like so some dudes like getting their ass licked, and back like a few years ago, Vivica Fox made fun of 50 Cent because he used to like to get his ass licked by her, and then when they broke up, she came out public with it, and everyone like shamed him. I'm like, this is why straight dudes don't want to tell nobody shit because they get fucking made fun of, like getting like, so what? He like a little finger to booty, he like a little tongue back there, and so what?
And it's just so insane because like I know this isn't the most original thought of all time, but it's like people are like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm gay, and it's like it's a woman licking your ass. It's literally straight sex.
And
like,
then,
what are you talking
and then
about?
they so badly don't want to be perceived as gay that they end up fucking a drag queen. Like there's something so funny about a man being so closeted that he's like, oh, I guess I have to be gay.
Yeah, I'm like, this is so much gayer than fucking like your lumberjack husband. Like you done the math and gone all the way full circle. It's like horseshoe theory.
Do you think they feel safer? Is that why you think they're doing it?
No, I just think they want someone that they know has a dick. Like, you know what I mean? And like, if you hook up with a woman, you tell her that you want to be pegged. You can get a dildo, but then there's judgment, there's shame, and then you don't have to deal with that. When you get with a drag queen, you know what you're getting.
Wow.
You know what you're getting. You know what I mean? But also the gag is this part when they would like hook up with me and like give me whatever, and then when we get back to either their place or my place, they act surprised like, oh shit, I had no idea. Motherfucker, you knew what was going on, bitch. Don't.
Hilarious.
They act so obtuse, and I'm like, yeah.
The fact that they think they're tricking, you're pretty tall. Like you're pretty
girl. I am, and they are tall. They are tall AFAB people. I'm not, but seeing me as a drag queen, there is no. When you see me on a drag, there's no question mark. You know what I am.
Yeah, exactly. Statistically, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for vulva. Like,
you know what I mean? I have like a, and again, not saying there are trans persons and non-binary persons that look like me and they may not have penises, but I'm telling you, me, Monet Exchange, when I'm out in these streets, first of all, I rarely tuck. I mean, I tuck, but I'm not one of these bitches that tape their shit. I got too much going on. I can't tape. So there's always a little something down there and you can tell what's going on.
That's so funny.
Is there part of it for you where you're like, oh, this is hot to be like topping someone in drag? Or are you kind of like, yeah, I could be in drag, I could be in whatever, like this is their
thing. Do
you know what I mean? Like,
it is so hot. It is so hot to like this like fucking butch masculine macho dude, and I'm just like I'm looking down at him and he's like sucking my dick or I'm fucking topping the shit out of him. That's hot.
Wait, that's also really funny that they'll suck your dick. This dude is like, oh my God, I had no idea.
And then I'm like, well, your technique seems like you had an idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I had no idea. And then it's like hitting the back of their fucking
like going ham. And sometimes their technique is so good. I'm like, I can't even do that. I'm like, you.
It very much has the vibe of someone who goes to karaoke and is like, stop, I never sing.
You're like, calm down, Sarah, calm down. We get it. You went to Amber. Got
it. Wait, I have some follow-up questions about this. I just because the I'm still on the guys like I'm just still on the guys trying to justify that it's not gay somehow. Well, I guess what you're saying about they don't want their. Do you think it's possible that there's the one side of it where it's possible that they don't want their wives to think that their husbands are gay? There's that conversation, right? That maybe they're trying to avoid?
Yeah, I think there is a stigma of if I have sex with someone with a penis that I'm gay. And I just want to say there are trans women who have penises, and just because you have sex with someone with a penis does not make you gay. But I will tell you, when you are having sex with me in drag, because I identify as a gay man, that is gay sex, right? But there are people who have penises, and I mean, it is not defined as gay sex. You know what I mean? So it's all listen.
But something tells me they haven't considered that deeply.
Exactly.
If they're scared for the homophobia, yeah.
And that's why I just wanted to just like Joe, just like let people just fucking have sex, like eradicate. Like, stop trying to put labels on shit. Just fucking, if you see something that's hot and you want to do it, just fucking do it. I mean, I really one day I want to be able to eat a pussy. I just feel like I would do such a bad job. I would be so bad at it, and I would feel so embarrassed the whole time. Like I know I'm doing a bad job. I would hate myself. That's what my self-confidence is in that. I just don't think I would do it well. I've never done it before.
I think Maddie would volunteer.
That would be an incredible first queer experience for me.
Wait, you've never had a queer experience before?
Well, okay, this is the running joke of the podcast is, no, I have not been with a woman. But in my defense, I'm not like a big casual sex person. So it's like,
oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure it out.
Are you a demisexual?
I think I'm like probably somewhere on that spectrum. Like, I don't like really use that word a lot, but like, yeah, it's probably somewhere on that spectrum. Like, just like intimacy and vulnerability are such a big part of it for me that whenever I've had casual sex, I'm like, I'm really not, like, I guess this is an ego boost. Like, oh, cool, someone wanted to fuck me, but I'm not really like turned on unless I'm like really into someone.
And it's so hard to fall in love with a woman, you know? Lesbians have demonstrated again and again and again how slow and laborious the process
it's not like, oh, I haven't been with
falling in love with a woman is.
I'm just saying it's not like I haven't been with a woman because I've been like fucking all these guys. I'm like, I like to take my time. Do you know what I mean? So like, I'm sure I will at some. Yeah, I'm a gay virgin. Okay.
Maddie is our gay virgin, but Maddie
Right, we
identifies
love
as
that.
genderqueer, like non-binary.
Yeah, the gender shit. We're cooking on that front.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah.
a great conversation for you so far.
I have so much I want to like talk about on this episode and ask you
Okay,
about.
please.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that, well, the other piece of it is like, they don't want to, there are bisexual and pansexual men. Like gender aside, like drag aside, like you can want these things and be bisexual, and you can want these things and be straight. Like the whole thing is really wild to me.
It's this stigma we've all grown up with. Oh my God, I have a cat too. What's your cat's name?
His name's Fulton, and he's very friendly.
Very
Yeah.
cute. I have a hairless cat. Her name is Colleen.
oh my god.
Colleen the cat.
Why Colleen?
I just like a human name on a cat. I think
Yeah.
it's so funny. I love it. Yeah, I think it's just this stigma that we've all grown up with, especially like millennials. I think with Gen Zers, they're like, fuck that. Like I'm pan, whatever. I think with like millennials and Gen Xers and boomers, whatever, it's just like stigma of like if I'm pan or if I'm bi, that means I'm gay. And it's like, it does not. It means you're pan or it means you're bi. Like yeah.
Or women won't see me as masculine or something. I think there's a lot of like fear of that, and it's like, okay, personally, I'm actually would be more into like I'm like I think it's fucking cool when it's hot when someone is confident enough to be like, yeah, there's all these different parts of it. What?
No, now I'm just thinking I'm the homophobic guy that won't put on the heels and the little lingerie for my girlfriend.
Hilarious.
I'm like, I'm not gay.
That's so funny.
Okay,
Maybe
but why?
I should.
So why won't you do it? Is it because you just feel like why? Why won't you do it?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna buy lingerie. I feel like I don't feel myself when it's so femme, and I perceive that as so femme.
But isn't it sometimes fun to almost be like, put on a little costume? Like, oh, it's not me. I'm like having a moment. Do you know what I mean? Like I started to enjoy femininity more when I started looking at it as a little bit more of a costume. Like when I started being more of like, okay, I'm starting from non-binary and I can like go girl mode, I can go boy mode versus like, I'm a girl, so this is what I should be doing.
Select
Do you know
your
what I mean?
character.
But do you know what I mean? When you look at it as like more of a performance, it's like kind of more fun because then you can go more like crazy with it. I don't know. Would
Yeah.
I'm gonna text Jen right now.
Yeah, I think that like when I was fucking these straight dudes, like I think they loved the feminine energy when I was topping them. Like I have like my fucking nails on, I have like my wig and everything. I was just like, I mean, femme, because they wanted the energy of someone feminine fucking them, like a woman fucking them.
I missed the beginning of the whatever. Doesn't even matter. I just
No,
texted.
sorry. I was just purely speechless because I was like, yeah, I can relate.
Listener, are you listening to our Patreon exclusive You're Having Gay Sex? Well, here's a sneak peek of what you missed last week.
Oh, my curtain situation is horrific right now.
Do you want my rod?
Actually,
Hey, Maddie, do you want my rod?
You call this episode Maddie Gets Ashley's Rod? Actually, the rod would be amazing.
Maddie, if you can take my rod, which I'm not sure you're capable of, I'm not sure if you
I
have
can take it.
Oh my God. Never do that again. There are 4 bonus episodes a month of this series, You're Having Gay Sex, on our Patreon at the $10 tier and then 2 at the $5 tier. Patreon.com/WHGS. Listener, one of the best ways to support this podcast is to come see me live, okay? It's a really great way to just support the whole team and everything that we do here. So get on my text list or my email list. It's international, both of them. AshleyGavin.com. Go sign up, and I'll literally text you when I'm in your area. So you don't have to hear all these plugs. You can skip right by them. Don't even worry about your city. Just get on one of those 2 things, and I will let you know, okay? Because there's a lot of cities coming, and I just remaking this announcement over and over again. We all think it's annoying. You do. I do. Get on the text list, you piece of shit. I just texted Jen, my girlfriend. I'm in an open relationship. I wrote, what if I wore lingerie? Would you be into that? And then carrot, upward facing arrow, time sensitive. Ha 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 ha. Sure, if you liked it.
That's so funny.
Should we pick out lingerie for me right now?
I mean, it's so funny because it's like clearly nobody is asking for this. You're like, I wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it. Am I in the corner watching it? Like, is it for me? Like,
it feels like at this point it is for the podcast. So,
it's for the bit.
I think we should. Now, how can I bring up some link? Monet, can I send you some links of lingerie so that we can actually start to pick out?
Yes, I would love that.
Here's a good question, lingerie, that might help you pick out. Are you into bondage at all?
No, I am so
really?
vanilla, Maddie.
Oh my God. Okay, because I was going to say some lingerie, like a thigh high or something, it can almost feel like bondage because it feels good, like strapped around you. So you can kind of pick lingerie based on the face that you're making right now.
It's hilarious.
Your very
body is
frightened.
rejecting this.
Oh, my sweet girlfriend. My guess would be that you wouldn't love it, but don't want to assume. I hate how everyone is so just good. So good and right. It's up to you. I want a hard, that's gay, that no.
Wait, I just have a question. So you said that you guys are open.
Yes, we are.
Work. Have you been open the entire time you've been together, or was this like
yeah?
This something that
Actually,
came
we got really lucky. Have you? I feel like you've probably been in an open relationship. That's just a vibe that I'm getting.
We've had spurts of openness.
Yeah. So we dated before the pandemic for a year, but there's an age gap between us, 8 years. And I'm in my 30s. And I said to her, I was like, listen, I really love you. I could see a life with you, but I know you're not ready for marriage. So what does this mean for us? And I'm sorry that this is recapping.
No.
Oh, yeah. But so we broke up for about a year and a half because nothing was wrong in the relationship. It was just sort of like she wasn't ready. I wanted to find someone. When we got back together, we moved really slow because I was still like, hey, I'm like in love with you. And I know you're in love with me, but if you don't want to get married, I don't want to get my heart broken. So through that, we were seeing other people. And then when we made it official, we were just like, do you want to just keep hooking up with other people? And we were both like, actually, yeah, because we haven't had any jealousy and it's been really fun. So why don't we just keep going? So it was like this very smooth transition. So everyone's always like, how did you do that without jealousy? And I just feel like it's not even fair for me to answer because I just got really, really lucky.
That is kind of the ideal.
You
transition into it.
Start open. Because once you close it, it's really
all my
hard.
friends in successful open relationships, they all started open. Except for, Dan Savage is not my friend, but Dan Savage, he talks about a lot about like him and his husband, they're like closed for 4 years. They open for 2. Like, it's like, which I think that, to me, that sounds so complicated, but it works for them. They've been together for like 25 years, so it work.
Wow.
I could see that if it started open, it's the first openness conversation that I think is the toughest.
I could also see, I've never been in a relationship. My longest relationship was 2 years. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's like to be with someone for like 10 years, but I could see when it gets to the point of like, oh, this is a marriage. You're a life partner, of how opening it up could be an easier conversation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm sort of like, it's almost like, yeah, I know you. We go way back. You know what I mean? Like,
I know you.
Yeah, literally, it's just like, yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do to me? You know what I mean? Like, I get that a little bit.
Between you and me.
Yeah, it's literally like,
yeah, I guess I see that.
Versus like, oh, my boyfriend, because what if, and then he sleeps with someone else, and then she's hotter than me, and he doesn't like. Versus like, you're my husband. It's been 15 years. Yeah, have fun.
So often when people, no, you go, Monet.
No, I was gonna say, like, I just think I've been fucking since I was 12, right? So I feel like I've had so much sex. Yeah, I'm a New York City kid. I'm a fucking mess. So I've had a lot of.
I'm a New York City kid too.
Are you?
Where'd you grow up? Yeah, I'm Yorkville in Manhattan.
I'm in East Flatbush in Brooklyn.
Okay. 12 is really like impressive though. I ate pussy when I was 15.
Impressive is not the.
Yes, it is.
It is impressive.
I ate pussy when listen, it's when kids fuck, that's great.
Jesus Christ.
And good for them. Good for those kids.
Oh my God.
I'm for it. As long as it's consensual and other kids.
This is going to be airing on Fox News, and I want to say,
I know.
Tucker Carlson,
Oh
I'm on your side.
I've just
No, I was like 18. I was 18 when I lost my virginity. I was 18 when I had my first kiss.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I ate pussy when I was 15, and
Rude.
I thought, well, you're a loser,
Jesus.
obviously. But I thought that was pretty young to be eating pussy at that age. But you bested me.
I suck. Well, my first. I talked about it in my new show, Life Be Life, and we jerked off together at 12 years old in his basement watching this like porn, and that was like my first sexual experience.
Thank you for saying this. I have tried to talk about this on stage, and no one believes me. Boys jerk off with their friends.
Oh, I've heard about that all the
Yes.
time. I know so many straight friends who are doing that. Yeah.
And people get
Yeah.
uncomfortable about it. But they're doing it. They're out there doing it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is a sexual experience.
Yeah, I think it was.
But I think a lot of straight guys would say it wasn't.
Which is so crazy. I mean, we're watching a movie together. We got hard. We're sitting right next to each other, jerking off. I mean, mutual jerk off sessions are a thing. Like it's literally like a category in porn. So I'm like, it is sex.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
weird
intercourse.
that if you do it as a child, it's not sex. But if you were to call up your friend
As an adult,
as an adult and be like, hey, I was thinking about jerking off if you want to come over
Just
and
a
be
buddy.
a part of, be a pal about it. Okay,
Yeah.
I've got some lingerie up. I'm just on the, do you know about lingerie, Monet?
also, wait, okay. You were like, oh, Maddie's a loser because she didn't have sex till she was 18. You were like, I'm so vanilla, I just Googled lingerie.
I did. I just put in the
Suck
word.
my dick.
I just put in the
I
word.
started late, but then I cranked it to a fucking 100, bitch.
Okay, that's
Don't come for me.
That's fair. And I know when you have your awakening, you are going to be pegging so many men.
I'm already.
Are you
Yeah.
pegging?
I have not yet, but it's been on the table before.
And it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know much about lingerie, but I'm going to read some categories for you, Monet, and I want you to help me pick my best.
Okay.
And I can help you in this category too. I mean, I fucked in like a corset and heels, and it's a good time.
Okay, so there's corsets. I don't think I want anything constricting.
Yeah.
There's-
That's the hottest part.
No, not for me. And we have to remember, at the end of the day, this is for Jen thinking I'm hot.
This is for no one. No, neither of you want
Honest-
this.
Yeah, actually, this really is for nobody.
It's for me.
This is so. I don't know if you want to pull this up. I am literally just on the Victoria's Secret website right now. I'm going to put this
Okay,
in the
I'm
chat.
gonna pull that
I've
up.
never
Okay.
done this before.
I'm
Ooh.
picturing you wear the lingerie, but you still have like a baseball hat on.
The
I
baby
think-
doll.
I mean,
Oh no, go on.
No. I'm looking. Wait. What do you say? Oh, baby dolls. Those feel too matronly. Like those feel like a
Yes,
like a grandma
I
would wear it.
agree. I agree. What is the point of this? It just looks like a dress.
I also think I'm thinking about like your figure and what might be like flattering and like
What do you think about my figure, Maddie?
I think that if I were gonna put a corset on a green bean, it would probably be. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, think of the hottest like carrot you've ever seen. No, I'm sorry, I'm fucking with you.
Yo, our boobs are the same size.
Our
and
boobs
you
are the
know
same size.
this.
Isn't that bonkers? Wait, isn't that bonkers?
We've grabbed each other's boobs on the
We
podcast
compared because
before.
Ashley was like,
Really?
"You have big boobs," and I was like, "There's no way."
You do have. Wait. You guys have the same size boob? You said?
Yeah, isn't that wild? We're
No
like-
way.
No,
Camouflage.
no, you're bigger than I am, Maddie.
Am I?
This is now a bit.
It's
at
the
work.
least sexual thing I've ever experienced in my life. I was like, it's like I'm being screened for cancer.
Grab my boob. Thank you.
Well, it's like flat. You're in like a sports bra.
I kind of am in a sports bra. Here, hold on.
We might have the same size. Okay, that's like a mammogram. You're like pressing it down. But my point
Okay.
is, I think you could look good in a. Okay,
I think if click teddies and then
I have hips, dude.
Teddy.
How do you
I
think,
have
how do you
hips.
think
That's what I'm
about
saying. You should lean into. Sorry.
Okay,
if you click
teddies.
teddies and the one on the first row, the third one over? How do you feel about that one?
Are you fucking serious? Are
Yeah,
you
that's
out
the
of
kind of thing. Like a
Are you-
strappy thing.
Are you out
Yeah.
of your
I
fucking
do think that's what
mind?
you could rock because
Are
the
you out
strappiness.
of your fucking mind? Have you seen my tummy, dude? No, tummy's coming out. This is bad, dude. This is
Dude.
No, it's not.
No, you're chilling, dude. That would be great.
Really?
Order it.
$79?
It's actually less expensive than I thought it was going to be.
I know. Victoria's Secret is expensive.
This one is crazy. On the second row, this purple number. Why do they call this a teddy?
I don't know. I don't know why they're called teddies. I'd have no idea.
It was the lingerie invented by Teddy Roosevelt. He did the teddy bear and he did this.
This one's kind of interesting. I wonder what Jen would think. All right, you know what? I'm gonna have to get a wax.
Ooh.
You could also do a crotchless one. Is that crotchless?
This looks so uncomfortable. All right, I'm gonna order it.
Oh my God, are you gonna post pictures in it? What are you really gonna wear the lingerie? I love that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it because
oh my
listen.
God. And heels. You need heels.
Okay, but heels I can't spend real money on. I'm not gonna spend real money.
I have
on
heels you can borrow.
Okay, can I? What size shoe do you wear?
I wear a 7.
I can probably cram my foot in that.
Okay, I have thigh-high latex heels if you want them.
Ooh.
I don't think Jen would be into that.
Sounds like you guys are a couple of virgins, dude.
No, I know she doesn't like. Well, whatever. I'll find some heels. What else do you have?
That's it. I only have
one.
Flat Doc Martens. Or
Those are your genders. Those are your
I told you
genders.
I'm fucking around with genders. I have like ratty old Vans sneakers that I've had since high school, and then I have thigh-high latex heels. Those are the only two extremes.
I have some Converse from high school that I love.
What is your favorite pair of shoes on the rack back there?
Oh, my favorite pair would probably be. I like these green ones because there's this little strap at the front of it to hold your feet in. But my feet are so wide, my pinky is always sticking out of the side. And every time I do a press picture, my pinky just hanging out on the corner. I think it's very funny.
You can't tuck. You said it. The queen can't tuck, and we're gonna see a lot of bulges, whether it's a pinky or a pee-pee. Well, I'm curious. When did you? So you jerked off with this guy. Mm-hmm. When was the first time that you fucked in drag? If that's okay to ask.
Ooh, yeah, the first time. So I started doing drag in 2012, and it was pretty early on. Maybe like the summer 2012. I did drag Pride summer 2012, and then I would say by that September, like 3 months later, I had fucked someone in drag because I mean it's like RuPaul used to have a song called a word that starts with T that sounds like granny. T chasers, because T chasers are a very big thing in nightlife. Well, they used to be. And then so like it's these dudes who will come and sit in the back of the bar and watch the show and just like get girls to take home to have them fuck them or fuck whatever. Like it was a very popular thing, and they're always just the hottest guys. So like probably 3 months. My first year, definitely for sure. I
don't know whether or not this is an insensitive question, but with chasers, were they specifically looking for trans women, or were drag queens like on the table?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that it's a combination of both. I think that, oh my God,
yeah, he's driving me crazy right now.
It's like real It's real acrobatics.
He gets when I go on tour, he gets a little like animated because I'm gone all the time, and he's very happy when I'm home, and he wants like a lot of attention. So I apologize.
No, you're fine. My cat is she's normally just up here. Like anytime I'm here, she's just in the screen the whole time. It's so annoying. But yeah, I think it's a combo of both. I think they get both and they're satisfied with both. But I think that drag queens are just thirsty and we're just like, oh, he's hot. Sure, we'll do it. Whatever, you know?
There's a chill in the air. Don't you just want to cuddle up and just squeeze in a little nap to pass the time? You know the best place to do that? Your Helix mattress. I absolutely love my Helix mattress. It's the most comfortable bed I've ever had. I'm getting the best sleep of my life, and I'm not an easy sleeper. Okay, listener, I've got problems. And that's why I love Helix, because it knows I have problems. I went to helixsleep.com. I took my 2-minute mattress quiz. I put in that I had back pain, hip pain, and it spat out the perfect mattress for me. So no matter what you have going on, Helix has a mattress for you. And don't stress, okay? Because you can test out your mattress. You got a 100-night trial. And then even after that, there's a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress. Maybe you don't trust me, listener. I don't know why that would be, okay? I've slept on a lot of mattresses in my day. I am a slut. But if you don't believe me, Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by GQ and Wired magazine. It's even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. And right now, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/gaysex. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Do you want to do your story?
Well, my story was the boots, just that I bought those boots.
That was the story?
Yeah, but I bought them because I was like, they're hot. Like, I'm never going to wear them in public.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And they're a good time.
So what do you wear with this kind of thing?
I'll wear like little
woman.
boots. Yeah, my little skirt moment. I'll wear like little like Doc Marten boots.
All right.
But these boots are insane. But I was gonna use I didn't have a story so much as I had like questions for you, Monet, and also like, okay, because the thing that I was thinking about that I was like, oh, I think would be so interesting to talk about on this episode is I was thinking the other night about how a lot of comedians I love are like for some reason these bro-y comedians really like it gets to me like in a
Matt
good
Rife?
way. I'm like, okay, not Matt Rife, but like I love Dave Attell, if you know Dave Attell, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like he's like my favorite. But then it's like I think I would never be like, oh, this is a queer thing for me, but looking back I'm like, oh, comedy is kind of the first space that I felt like I was like allowed to be a boy, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying.
And without realizing it, I've actually explored my masculinity more in stand-up than anywhere else because it felt like the only space where I would be rewarded and not punished for acting masculine, and I felt a lot freer to do that. But it is like a performance, and it made me think of drag and like the process of like discovering your own gender through like a public performance is like really interesting.
I'm gonna say drag is how I like. Drag really helped me find my identity as a queer person. Like, I knew that I like drag, and there was something about drag besides just the performing of it that gave me liberation. Like being able to, and that's how I got in touch with my non-binary side. Like just being able to. Because I disguise it. Oh yeah, I'm just like putting the makeup on and wigs because of drag. Like I'm just doing it to perform. Like that's it. I don't like it or anything. And I was saying that to people, but inside I'm like, no, I enjoy. Like I physically like seeing myself dressed as this woman and being able to access what drag was giving me and just giving me more in touch with my femininity. And then like a year or 2 or 3 into it, I was like, you know what? I didn't stop lying to people. I like drag. I like wearing this dress. I like wearing this bra. I like putting on the makeup. Like I like how it makes me feel as a person, not just as a performer, but as a human being in this world. And then that's when, and I think a lot of drag queens identify that. I think a lot of drag queens would call themselves non-binary way before it became a word that we use now to identify different genders. Like a lot of queens I know identify it that way. They never put the word to it, but a lot of us feel that way because there's this thing about drag that just allows you to just access all the colors in the crayon box. Like you know when you're a kid, when you got the little 8-1 you had red, yellow, blue, green, whatever. Then like in 5th grade they give you the one that has 16 colors. You're like, oh, chartreuse. Oh. That's nice. Then you get like the fucking mega pack with the 96 colors. You like cerulean, lapis. Like I'm just playing with that fucking 96 fucking box of crayons and using whatever colors I want anytime.
Access is such a like great word to use for that too, because I think like I kind of had a lot of like tie-ups about like, well, I still feel like a tie to like womanhood. In a lot of ways I feel like a woman, and in a lot of ways I also feel non-binary, and I was like, which one am I? But like access is like implies like movement, and then all those things can be there at the same time, and you can move in between them, which is so fucking cool.
I do have to say that at this point, it is my job as the most problematic person on this podcast to point out that we have gone into really faggoty territory. We are talking about the rainbow. We're talking about drawing, and we're talking about access to gender. And I just want to put out there, if you're straight, if you're listening to this, I agree. You can skip past this part. I'm so sorry for what's happened here today.
I literally think if you don't like this part, you're a nerd.
No, I think if you don't like this part, you're just, how did you get here?
Well, I want to switch gears a little once. So a couple years ago, I gave a blowjob that goes down in history as one of the longest blowjobs I've ever given. And because this is someone, I am a dick connoisseur. I love
Which crayon
dick.
reminded you of this?
Well, he was Puerto Rican, so it was the beige crayon.
The beige crayon. Good. I was going to go with white for cum, but that's great.
And this is not exaggeration. I was sucking his dick for an hour and 20 minutes long. Okay? An hour and 20 minutes. I was on my fucking knees trying to make this fucking dick come, and he just would not.
Dude, you're not understanding how hard that is.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry on behalf of our dick sucking listeners.
No, I mean, that's crazy.
That's so long.
The physical,
It is so
my
long.
jaw would be like, oh my God, I struggle after like 20, 30 minutes.
That's what I was going to say.
Girl.
Were you switching positions? Were you taking breaks?
Yes, no. I mean, I wasn't taking breaks because I was like, I didn't want to think I was a quitter or I wasn't like devoted to him. So I'm like on my knees. My fucking knees get tired, so I go side saddle to give my knees a break so the blood can get back to my knees, and my fucking thigh fell asleep, so I'm back on my knees. Then I just start slapping his dick on my forehead. I'm like, let me try to do some new shit, okay? Nothing would work. Nothing.
Was he staying hard though the whole time?
He stayed hard the entire time, and I'm
Wow.
like,
Did he say anything? Was he like, I'm sorry, I don't usually stay hard for an hour and a half?
Now the whole time he's like, yeah, you got it, but so it was kind of sweet because he was like encouraging me the whole time. You know what I mean? He kind of like held my hand through the thing, but I would never. And he had a nice dick too. This was a nice fucking dick. And so,
what makes a dick nice as someone who's never had the pleasure?
Okay, I'm so happy you asked. So I say this, and I mean this sincerely. Big dicks are pretty not functional. Okay, the only thing a big dick is good for is to look at and to suck. Let me not speak for everyone. Me, I do not want anything bigger than 8 inches inside of me. Like that is just too much. I do not have the bandwidth to receive that kind of information. Okay,
technology doesn't exist yet for a download of that.
You gotta break it up into little packages, like like an email attachment. Yeah, it's like, hey, this dick is actually too long. It's gonna come as a Google Drive link.
So when he had a big dick and all he was interested in was sucking him, I was like, oh, perfect. Like I love sucking this dick, and because a big dick, you can you can put 2 hands on it. You fucking give the balls a little bit. Oh, it's fabulous.
That sounds great. That sounds really nice.
And then also when I
so this wasn't in that category though.
Wait, he came after an hour and 20 minutes?
Yeah, and it was, girl, milliliters. Not even. I was like, I did all of that for that. That was the payoff. This shit, girl. I was like, where is it?
Oh, I did not. I was like, is that a lot? Is that a little?
No, that's nothing. That was like, that's what the cum shot was.
Was he older? Is that what was happening here? And his cum was all dried up and it took him a long time? No. Okay.
This was a young, virile, I mean, he was probably like, what, 25, 26-year-old guy. Like, he was great.
And you're saying his dick was not 8 inches? It was a reasonable size?
It was about 9 inches, but I was only sucking it, so that was fine. And I have a very big mouth, so it was great to suck.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Well, thank you for sharing your story with us. I like that we went from like queerness is access to every color of the rainbow into, so I was sucking the biggest dick I've ever seen in my entire life. Listener, if you're gay, which you probably are, that means you probably have a cat. And this cat probably matters to you more than any person in your life, okay? Certainly more than a cat matters to a straight. Sorry, straights. And that's why you got to go with smalls. I used to go with regular cat food. And one of my cats, he's a cougher. He's got a very sensitive stomach. He pukes. No more with smalls. Not only does he absolutely love dinner time, but I can see that he's feeling better. He coughs less. He pukes hardly at all anymore. I absolutely can feel so good about giving him Smalls, knowing that it's good for him. Smalls is a thoughtful company. Other cat food brands, they choose to put their wallets first. They fill their food with mysterious meat byproducts, artificial flavoring, and preservatives with names I don't even want to try and pronounce. And if that sounds gross, imagine having to eat it every day. After making the switch to Smalls, 78% of cat owners reported their cats had shinier and softer fur. Oh my God. What a hit with the ladies. And 90% reported overall health improvements. I'm in that 90% camp. My cats are doing great. That is a big deal. So if you care about your kitty, maybe feed them some stuff that you might actually want to eat. The team at Smalls is so confident that your cat will love their product that you can try it risk-free. That means they'll refund you if your cat won't eat their food. They absolutely will. Give your cat the gift of great cat food this holiday season. Head to smalls.com/gay and use promo code GAY at checkout for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my code GAY for 50% off your first order. One more time. That's promo code GAY for 50% off your first order plus free shipping. What a deal, guys. Come on. You know you got to do this. Ethically, morally, be nice to your cat. Feed them Smalls. It's an interesting thing because have you ever had sex with a woman or a person with a vulva?
No, I have not.
I feel like I said the other day, like, oh, this pussy was so good. And I almost feel weird talking about like what makes like pussy good, you know?
Because you don't want to put qualifiers or make anyone feel bad?
Yeah, of course. And there's so much more like negative discussion around. Well, there's a lot of size shaming, honestly. I think it's a really big double standard that there's so much size shaming and it's in everything.
And also, I agree with you because it's like bigger is not always better. Bigger is not always better. Like sometimes it's so weird that we're size shaming when I'm like, sometimes 5 to 8 is perfect.
8 sounds
Perfect.
insane. to
Eight's
me.
even like a lot, honestly.
It is big.
Like,
And people don't realize.
Yeah.
Like 7 inches is a.
What? You have a ruler right there. You have it at arm's length. What the fuck, dude?
Because I want people to know 7. This is 7 inches. Okay, that is a 7 inches. That is a big dick. That is a lot. That is a lot of dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think 6.5 is honestly good. Boyfriend dick is 6 to like 6 and 7 between there. I think that's perfect boyfriend dick. It's nice to suck and get fucked by. But also if it's smaller, that's fine too.
My girlfriend says she really prefers small guys.
I mean, I'd rather have that than too big because if it's too big, you're like, I literally can't have sex with you. I can't do certain positions. You can't go in all the way. Like, yeah, sorry, I have a tight little pussy and it's not going to work.
You know, I did this thing for Netflix and I just learned recently because my whole life I've been calling what people with the thing between your legs as a vagina, but we did this thing with the sex therapist and it's a vulva. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Wait,
And when
I also did not know this. What? What do I have? Wait, what do I have?
Maddie, are you fucking serious?
I mean, a vulva and a vagina, I thought they were the same thing. Honestly, I might have thought a vulva and a labia were the same thing.
No.
Wait, so what's a pussy?
Oh my fucking God.
What's a vulva?
A vulva is the collective area of the undercarriage. It's all of it. It's the clit, it's the labia, it's
Majora
it's
and
everything.
minora.
Yes. And the vagina is the whole.
Yeah.
So the vagina is
It's the
part
canal.
of the vulva.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We can get a technical definition.
That was pretty technical.
I am shocked that you didn't know that, and people are gonna come for you. No pun intended.
Come for me, how?
But that's crazy to me.
Sorry, I was living in the present moment,
But-
and I didn't put labels on.
For me, I will say,
Also, don't come for me. Don't come for the North Carolina public school system. But okay.
There's a really horrible joke that could be made there. No one got it. Okay, we'll move on.
I got it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I have heard men, talk about specifically labia, like the size of labia, sometimes the size of clits or whatever. But I've always found when I say good pussy, it's much more about just how it feels to be in there. Like when I put my fingers in, like the softness and the gooiness. Like you want a good goopy. Yeah, you want a good, wet, goopy, soft, goopy vibe.
I don't love goopy as the word.
Well, it is. That's what it is. Good pussy is goopy. It's not even the tightness because you can work on that. But like obviously,
can
I
you
don't care.
You can get it tighter.
You can do exercises, right?
I think so, or you can like flex.
You can flex. You can flex.
Well, I know if you're nervous or tense, it is tighter.
I just unlocked that. And apparently, guys can do Kegels with their booty hole too. So, and I just unlocked this power in myself. If you have anal sex, so right after he comes, y'all, just like clench your butthole around the dick, and it's like another moment for him. He's gonna get wild. I just learned this about myself, and I was like, because he came and we were just, and he was still in there.
You had an itch.
No, I don't know. I think
you thought about your dad, and you were like, oh no.
I think that it was literally a moment of divine intervention. Like he came and he just chilling there for a second, and then we were looking at each other, and I something just told me to just clench, and he was like, huh. And then I did it again. He was like, oh. And I did it again. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to start doing that more. That's a little
powerful
trick I learned. Powerful.
That's powerful.
I've had that and heard from like women too, that like if you're with a guy and part of the thing that's so good about if you come at the same time is because your muscle contraction also like feels good for them too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
But probably a similar thing.
The contractions don't really matter to me. I just like the goopy. I just like a good goopy broad,
Goopy.
I just want a lady to goop off. Gwyneth Paltrow, come on over here. Give me your goop.
I'm so jealous. I wish I had an orifice that created secretion like a vagina, but I don't.
You have a mouth.
I mean, but that's not fun. Like I wish my thing gave goopy. I wish I could goop,
Yeah, I mean,
they should sell little like packets you can put, like how like in movies where they put like a fake blood packet so that when you get shot, it can like there should be something you can put in your ass to be like, and then it just.
Maddie, you just gave me a multi-billion-dollar idea. We did it together. We'll partner. We'll do it together.
Sharks?
Guys, I hate to say this, but this is my intellectual property, so we're having gay sex. It does, in fact, own this.
Oh, yeah. You sell anal dick lubricant to all the lesbians.
Oh, my God. That has to be a thing. It's like a little pop. You put it in there. Oh, my God.
Which shark is most interested in this?
Barbara.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, everyone else would be like, yeah, who is this for? I'm out. And then Barbara would like squint and be like, I see something in you. It's come. That's my Barbara impression. The worst Barbara impression that's ever been done. Do you like
I don't
Shark
really
Tank?
actually know the show that well.
They always
you
need a sad story though. You need to be able to go on and be like, sharks, you do the whole build up, and then you'd have to be like, 3 years ago, sharks, I lost my husband lost his dick inside my asshole due to friction. Goop could have prevented that. But you know what I mean? You need the sob story.
Yeah.
You need the friction burn or whatever to sell the goop. I'm sorry, I'm really deep in on this.
No, I really think we can make a lot of money.
I just love Shark Tank so much. And I'm really glad that we got here for this.
I'm literally Googling to see if it exists right now.
Well, it does exist for lesbians. There is a type of strap-on, I believe, that you can ejaculate. You can
I've heard about
trigger
that. Yeah.
an ejaculation. But
Really?
I'm not sure that there are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now that we're bringing up things on the screen.
No, I've definitely heard of that.
See, a lot of them are like little like quick packets that so you don't have to travel the whole bottle, but there should be something that goes inside and like with body temperature, it like pops at some point and then you just like, you know what I mean?
It's like one of those little foam pills that you put in the bathtub when you were a little kid.
Yes.
Very, very small, and then, come.
A bath bomb for your hole.
Dine it like a decent.
Lush, get on it, Lush.
And it's all natural, so no irritants.
Free samples at Sephora.
Well, this was so much fun.
This was such a fun episode.
Yeah, you were great. You're welcome back anytime.
I would love to come back. Thank y'all for inviting me on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you for
coming. What do you want to plug? You said in April and May of 2024, you're going on tour with your solo show. You are really, really funny. I'm about to say a thing.
Tell me what? Oh, God.
Comedy queen, like a comedy drag queen, is my favorite type of queen. And I don't want to dismiss the other queens, but like I've talked to a lot of queens on this podcast. You are so damn funny. Not to throw shade at anybody, but like it's such.
No, hour. Like, everyone listening needs to go to these shows because the hour is fucking incredible. I was like watching backstage. And
is it a different hour that you were doing?
Oh wait,
there?
yeah, I didn't even know. If it
well,
it's a totally different
one. I'm doing a new one from Edinburgh, but this fall, like I'm at the Bellingham Festival on August 14th, and in Portland at the Aladdin Theater on October 14th and October 15th. I'm in Bellingham and then Portland, which I'm doing just an hour stand up at both of those, and then I'm at Tampa Improv and Orlando Improv in December 6th and 7th, doing just stand up.
Awesome. Yeah, that improv is the weirdest little improv in America.
Oh, is it? Oh God, which one? I haven't.
The Tampa. It's got 3 levels. It's actually really cool. It's in a building that's between. I don't think it was a building, and it's between 2 buildings. And they left the structure of the walls, like the walls. You can see the windows and the bricks of the buildings that it's built between. Does that make sense?
I think so.
It's like there's no walls between the building. You just get the building and the windows. But it's also very tall. It's like almost like a brownstone. Like it's 3 stories. It's a crazy room. It's not correct. I will say that. For comedy, it is not right. But Tampa is a fun city. People are fucking insane. So it's a good time.
I'm excited. I performed in Tampa before, but never to do stand-up, so I'm excited. I love, and also just to see like who's on the grinder grid in these like little cities. It's always interesting.
My friend who's into dads says he like can't get ass here in New York, but anytime he leaves and goes to like Tampa, he gets so much ass.
That's so funny.
Because it's like a bunch of like straight old men, that are on there that are scared.
That's awesome. But everyone listening, go to those shows.
Yeah, I'm also doing the New York Comedy Festival on 9th and 10th. I'm going to be at the Bell House.
Oh my gosh.
Theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
Waiter, how long are you in town?
I'm here.
That's where we do our live shows at the Bell House.
Oh, Bob and I did ours back in the day a long time ago. I'm going to be in New York. I'm going to be there the 8th, 9th, 10th. And then I'm at the Towers Comedy Festival on the 11th in Rehoboth Beach.
Oh, okay. I was going to say if you wanted to come do my show on the 12th, you're welcome.
I'll be out by then, but I absolutely fucking would have. I had such a good time doing the live before. It was so fun.
Thank you. Anytime you're in New York, you want to do the show. It's a really fun show.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think you want to plug anything, Maddie? You're Maddie, king of the fats.
No, it's stand up, and I will not accept that. But I am. You can follow me on Instagram at Maddie T Wiener. I'm going on tour. I have a mailing list, and I have another podcast called Phones in the Bag. It's a comedy podcast with my buddy. So it's a good time.
Can you let the people know that when I say king of the fats, it's with love, because I do.
I know it is with love, but I also reject it, and I don't want it.
But is it? But it's not the word the fats. That's
no. It's just that I don't want to. No. Yeah.
I just want the listeners to know that.
Yeah. Nobody needs to. Yeah.
But you are in my heart, you're the king of the fats. Thanks. Maddie had a very, very viral clip about like weight loss, 20 million views. Her first big viral clip, and we're very, very proud of them.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too, and it's because of a comedy and not because of the other thing that I said.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Listener, thank you for listening. We could not make this show without our patrons! Now more than ever, honestly. The patrons, you are the backbone. You have no idea. Knowing that your dollar is coming in every month makes it easier for me to pay my 3 full-time employees who support this show, support the promotion of this show. They're working while I'm on tour, performing live for you. There's a lot of people who put this together. Patreon.com/WHGS for full bonus episodes, live streams, and just the goodness in your heart. The goodness in your heart that you gave me $1 to support queer people and uplift other queer people like Maddie and our guests to get them started in their careers. Why haven't you done it? Patreon.com/WHGS. Go to my website to get a text from me when I'm in your city. You guys are the absolute best. Gay thought. I posted on my story, hey, I'm in Denver. Does anyone want to come over and watch the Liberty game? Not quite that bad. It was something like, I'm looking for a place to watch the Liberty game. And a couple of people replied to me like, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen. And I don't think it's just gay because of the Liberty game or Denver. I think it's gay because of personal safety. Isn't that so nice when you're a lesbian that you can just go on the internet and be like, hey, I want to meet gay people. You want to meet up at this bar to watch the Liberty game? And you know those people are statistically less likely to kill you. That's such a wonderful thing, you know? Just knowing that you can hang out with people and not feel scared. I know some of you guys feel scared because social anxiety, but like scared for your personal safety. Put yourself out there, listener. The queers are safe. This is bad advice. I'm going to get sued for this. Someone's going to go onto their Instagram and be like, Ashley told me to invite a stranger to my home. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, we're not the most, have you met a queer recently? We are not the most alarming group of people. And a lot of us, you know, we got joint pain, so we can't even pick our arm to punch you. Anyway, that was my gay thought today. Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate you deeply from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom to the bottoms. I appreciate you.